Hey everyone, welcome back to my Halo review series. I want to thank you all for watching, especially if you've all watched my previous videos, and to remind everyone to please like, subscribe, and comment because I really could use the support. My goal when I started this review series was to not join the hate wagon on the Halo show, but to actually find enjoyment because I am actually a really big fan. I've been playing the game since I was little, and I love the universe. I've read the early books, and so I really want to find some enjoyment of the show. But you know, it's kind of hard when the showrunner clearly either doesn't like certain aspects of what makes Halo Halo, or just desperately wanted to do their own thing and just like completely like just sprinkle names of places while telling their own story that's really like it doesn't like really fit the themes of what Halo's actually about. And even if the show were to get back on course, I feel like it's already way too late. ER's already made a video trashing episode 1. And once like ER is trashing your thing, like he comes out of retirement to rip on the Halo show, like you screwed up. There's no going back. Uh But I'm through to seeing this to the end. I paid for a subscription. I am going to watch this series to the end and pray it gets better. As for episode 3, it just like I don't know, it doesn't alleviate any of my fears about the direction. There were definitely there's enjoyable aspects to this show, but then there's just other things that are just completely like I don't understand. So the episode starts and we get Covenant Girl's backstory on a slave world run by the UNSC, and they're like completely mistreating people and like making them work slave labor. Holy hell, this show hates the UNSC. We see her with this boy she likes, and they kiss, and then a guard starts chasing him, and in that chase they kill the boy. A Covenant squad comes to abduct her, and and instead of fighting the aliens, the guard decides to chase the girl more. What the hell is the point of all this? Anyway, this kind of rules out my theory about her being Chief's sister, but maybe not. Maybe the UNSC abducted her and put her on this planet. So now we begin the creation of Cortana. Halsey has a conversation with her own clone and then straps her to a bed to get her brain extracted. For some reason, they don't put the clone under anesthesia while doing this and have her being alive as they are going to put a needle in her eye and extract her brain. Halsey's assistant tries to make out with the clone before she comes in and he stops. Sure, let's make one of the supposed good guys creepy. This says a lot about our society. Anyways, they scoop out her brains and then dump her body into some acid, and thus Cortana is now created, voiced by Jen Taylor. And no, she doesn't look like Halo 4 Cortana. You can thank Neil Druckmann for that. So this is in no way the showrunner's fault. Halsey then instructs the newly created Cortana not to take over Chief's brain, but to spy on him and learn more about the artifact's effect on him. They have Chief touch the artifact again, and then we get those same flashbacks we've been seeing. They try to give Cortana control for a moment, but then the artifact just turns off. Okay, I think that's everything important in that segment. Meanwhile, Kwan's trying to convince babysitter Soren to take her to Metrogol so she can free her terrorist friends, or what's left of them. Soren says no, but by the end of the episode, she convinces him for money. Gosh, everyone in this show is just such a standout person. Then we get an action scene with the Covenant girl hijacking a UNSC ship using hunter worms like we saw in the trailers. This scene was actually kind of cool, but she didn't really do anything. She just walked. Also, she has energy sword fingernails. That's just dumb. Now we get to the absolute worst part of the episode. Yeah, that's right. Everything else was just the good stuff. After treating her like shit the entire episode, Chief finally allows Cortana to help him in his search to find answers about himself. Halsey is secretly listening to everything and allows Cortana to do this. So Cortana becomes Chief's accomplice while actually spying on him for Halsey. And now here comes the fun part. He helps Chief cut out the emotional inhibitor thing located above his ass for some reason. And the moment he gets rid of it, he starts acting like the protagonist from Lois Laurie's The Giver, feeling things for the first time, listening to music, looking at people. There is just so much I have wrong with this. I can't even... It would require another video just to get into how unnecessary this all is. And also what a complete ripoff of The Giver this is. According to Wikipedia, Lois Laurie is still alive. She should sue. They turned Halo into The Giver. John in the games and the books is capable of feeling. He's just bound by duty. But I guess that kind of stoicism makes the writers at Showtime uncomfortable. Anyways, Chief touches the artifact again and finds out there's a second piece, possibly buried on his old home planet of Eridanus 2. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that is actually the planet Chief is from the books. In the books, the planet was destroyed by the Covenant. In the show, it says there was some sort of plague, which to me spells cover-up. Now we're ripping off the Wachowskis' V for Vendetta. Unlike the previous two episodes, this one actually annoyed me a lot. So far, the UNSC, who are supposed to be the greater good of this series, is portrayed more bad than the Covenant, who are literally genociding people. They've put Chief on this stupid and unnecessary arc, even though he was perfectly human in the series. They still haven't explained why the Covenant girl isn't being treated like a prisoner. Cortana is deceiving John. What purpose does Captain Keyes even do in this show? And they still haven't expressed the basic themes of Halo, which is saving humanity. This third episode was a chance to steer the ship off this nihilistic, joke of arc, and they completely failed, and that's why my tone has changed. This is not good. And it sucks because some of the cinematography was actually really good. The hunter worm scene was cool. The ships look really cool. It's everything else that's dragging this show down. Was anyone involved with the books or the games even brought on as a consultant? Oh, wait, the showrunner already answered that. They didn't look at the game. I'm disturbed and afraid to see where this is all going. None of this makes any logical sense. Overall, an alright episode, but I just really don't like the direction. If the show wasn't supposed to be Halo, I'd give it... I probably wouldn't be so upset with the direction. However, all of this is just so off-brand. It's really taking me out of it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.